I'm going to play around on Craigslist for just a few minutes, and I've typed in the year 1955. I'm in Knoxville, Tennessee, on Craigslist anyway, and I'm just kind of looking around to see what is for sale or what's good deals around my area. I live in East Tennessee, so thought I'd go to Knoxville and Chattanooga, and if I have time, I might go to Atlanta. So I've typed in the year 1955. Most of the time I'm talking about trucks, but I want to tell you, I've always liked 55 Chevy cars, 55, 56, 57 Chevy cars. Actually, you know, I like all cars and trucks from the 50s. I'll just be straight up. I don't care if it's Ford, Pontiac, Buick. They were all unique and had great lines and style about them and character. So I've already, to save time, I've went to Knoxville, 1955, and this is the first one that has come up. And my buddy owns this truck right here, this 1955 Chevy truck. It's in 10 Mile, Tennessee, not too far from Gas Axe Chop Shop with Tim Dixon. Not very far at all. This truck, if you've kept up with my channel, we showcased this truck, or my buddy was looking at it, as you can see in the video when we went to the rod run. My buddy wound up buying this truck. So he's got it for sale. So it's $42,000. But I do know a lot about this truck. This truck has the original panels on it. There's never been any rust on this truck whatsoever. Those are all original parts. So he doesn't even know I'm doing this for him. I didn't realize really he was selling it. It's a 55 Chevy, 8-cylinder, automatic. We'll just kind of look at it real quick, then I'll move on. Okay, we'll read this together. 55 frame off a few years back. Still looks great. Started out a rust-free truck from Mississippi. Roller. $350, $700. Disc brakes. Power. Front power seats. Vintage AC. Heat. Electric wipers. Tilt wheel. I know I'm forgetting some things. Must see. Will trade. No street rods. I don't know enough about them to be trading on them. Cash only. No money wires, clean Tennessee title to my name. I will listen to offers, will not respond. Is it still available? Boy, I get tired of that too. Send pictures of trades. And that's, his name is Charlie. So if you're interested in this, go to Knoxville. Craigslist, type in 1955, you'll see this truck. I'll just hit a couple of pictures real quick. Just kind of go over them with you real quick here. It's a beautiful truck. I've seen this truck in person at the rod run. And if you go through, like I said, when my wife and I went to the rod run this past fall, my buddy Charlie, he had a Camaro for sale, a 71 Z28 RS, I think, whatever. And he sold it and bought this truck. So I'm telling you, it's really nice truck. Anyway, he doesn't know I'm doing this, so this was a complete surprise. I don't get on Craigslist that often unless it's just so cold and rainy outside you can't really do anything. So just thought I'd type in 1955. So it sure is a nice truck. Okay. Anyway, I meant to tell you, this is a GM Tim 38 Brian. This is his dad's truck, Charlie. So, if you're interested in the truck, Charlie, I've known him for years. I've actually used to work with Charlie, and I've known Charlie longer than I've known Brian, GM Tim 38. So, Charlie's a straight up guy. He'll tell you anything and everything if there's anything wrong with it. So big shout out to him, Charlie. So we'll move on. There's a 55. These cars do not lose value, do they? 55 Chevy Bel Air Big Block, $38,000. Let's look at it real quick. I'm not interested in this car because it's a big block. I'm just kind of looking for, I guess I'm just kind of looking at prices. 55 Chevy 502 Big Block 400 Turbo. Drive it anywhere with no problems. Ray. I don't know who Ray is. Let me move his picture up so you can see it better. I apologize. Looks like it's got some big meaty tires on the back. I like that look. Sorry, meant to keep it on that picture. Pretty good looking car, isn't it? I know I've told y'all this before, but if I ever got a 55 or 56, 57 Chevy car, I would put a station wagon. This is my personal preference. I'd put a station wagon bumper on it because it's got an indentation to put the license plate. And you can kind of clean up. See, this is where the license plate goes if you had a 55 from the factory. But I'd put a station wagon bumper on it so I could kind of clean up the trunk and put the tag on the bumper. That's just me. Everybody's different. And I am too. According to a lot of people, I'm really different. It's an unusual interior, isn't it? Okay. That one was $38,000. I don't have $38,000. I'm a man on a budget. So let's look at this one. This is $58,000. I'm just showing you the prices of these cars. See, 8-cylinder. Let's just read it real quick. See if I can get it down here. We can both read it. 55 Chevy 2-door post, complete frame-off restoration, lots of new sheet metal, crate 350, 330 horse, 700R, 70 Nova Unlimited slip, posi differential, vintage, heat and air, very slick, new tires and wheels, 20-inch rear, 18 front, all running, gears, 700 miles, would possibly trade for a nice motor home. Have 2 street rods, need to get rid of 1. That's a pretty nice car, isn't it? Let's look at it just a little bit and we'll... I like that color. It's a good looking color. Let me ask you something. Tell me if you like, do you like that cowl hood on a 55? Just tell me what you think. Would you rather have it stock hood or this? I'm sorry I might be shaking the camera. Aha! There's that bumper I was telling you about earlier. A station wagon bumper. See how clean it makes the trunk area look? I like that. Got some aftermarket taillights on it. Pretty nice car, isn't it? As I was saying, I'm sorry if I'm shaking the camera a little bit. I'm kind of freehanding. That's an interesting door panel, isn't it? Looks very nice. Oh, okay. I've got to hurry this video up. I don't know what these are doing on here. I typed in 1955, but for some reason, it's brought up all this. I like this model truck, but I really don't want a 4-wheel drive truck. I'd rather have it 2-wheel drive, lowered. There's a GMC too, so. Okay, I'm going to hurry this video up. I'm going to try not to talk near as much. Let's go to Chattanooga and see what's in Chattanooga. That little Jeep there's 4,900. Oh, there's my buddy's truck, Charlie. Tell me what you think about these Fords. Now, see, this one is $13,000. 55 Ford. Now, I know some people's probably going to give me a hard time, but I like 55 Fords. My dad, I know I've told you this story before, but my dad had a 49 Ford, black. It was sharp as a club coupe when I was a little boy. And I woke up one Saturday morning early to watch cartoons, Bugs Bunny and such. And I looked out the window to see if it was raining or going to be sunshiny. And somebody was stealing our 49 Ford. And we only had the one car. We never did have much money. So by the time I got my mom and dad up to tell them somebody was stealing our car, it was gone. Never seen it again. So my dad wound up buying a 56 Ford. But it was just like this, red and white. This is a 55, of course. Let's just look and see if I can find my, there it is. Let's just look at this real quick. Some of y'all might not like Fords, but I like about anything from the 50s. Studebakers, anything. I'm not, let me move this up. I'm sorry. It's got some velour or something interior. Not real crazy about that, but that can easily be fixed very easily. And it's not near the price of a 55 Chevy. If you're just looking to get into something relatively inexpensive, a 55 Ford or a Ford in those years might be the way to go. See, it's a two-door post V8. Let's read what it says real quick. Then I'll move on. 55 Ford V8 with 4-barrel carburetor, two-door with two-tone red and white paint, custom interior. Car runs and drives well. New tires. All will also consider reasonable trades for offer. Reply or anyway, reduce to $13,000. Now, after looking at a 55 Chevy, which is a very, very good investment. But if you're like me and you don't have $38,000 or $58,000 or $18,000, well, this might be a really good option. I mean, I would, if I was at a cruise in, I would walk over and look at it. Just because I like all cars and trucks. Let's see what else we got. There's my buddy's 55. There's a 55 Chevy we just seen. We'll move on down, see what else we got. There's that other one we just seen. As I said, I'm just hitting the local areas. Okay, here's something. I'm in Chattanooga, so they show some Georgia vehicles too on here. Check out this 55 Safari wagon. $21,000. Kind of check it out real quick. I'll just show you the pictures first, then we'll read about it. You don't see these every day. And I always thought the 55 Pontiacs were a pretty nice looking vehicle. I would love to have one. That looks like the original motor too. What do they call it? Stratosphere, I think. Good floor pans. Got the factory clock in it. Whole bunch of parts, isn't it? That looks like a whole bunch of parts trim. If you wanted something nobody else has got, I'd say this is the ticket. We'll read what it says. Hey, it's Star Chief. 55 Star Chief. That's top of the line for Pontiac and 55 Star Chief. 55 Star Chief Safari two-door wagon, rare version of the 55 Chevy Nomad. Rebuilt original engine and transmission. 287 Hydromatic, new tires, running and driving, unfinished project, very solid car. Got it in trade. Too many projects, $21,000 or best offer. There's the phone number if you was to be so inclined to be interested in it. I guess if I won the lottery, I'd probably run down there and try to get it, but I don't really play the lottery. Good car though. To fix up a lot. Looks like a lot of the hard work's already done. Let's look at this 55 Pontiac convertible project. $5,000. Ooh, boy, I bet that. This is my first time to see this stuff just like you, so we'll just kind of look at it together. I'm going to try to slide down here where I can show you some pictures. Okay. Looks like all the bows for the top are in it, which is a plus. Hopefully some of the trim and stuff's in the box or back or something somewhere. I hope. You don't find 55 Pontiacs laying around everywhere. You know, for a convertible, that looks like pretty good floors. Just saying. Looks like the original engine. Let's read about it. Oh, I didn't see this till just now. Title status is missing. So, let's see, where was this at? Gainesville. So I don't know if that's Florida. I'm assuming somewhere around here. 55 Pontiac convertible project car. If the ad is still showing, it's still for sale. New, see, the trim tag on this car shows it to be a hard top. Uh-oh. But looking at the car, all the convertible specific parts, mounts, brackets, etc. look to be installed from a donor car a long time ago. They did a pretty good job, as it has fooled most. I do have a convertible trim tag. Well, that's nice. That can be included with the car. Has nice tinted convertible windshield in it. Correct Pontiac convertible top frame bolted in place with the dome lamp. With that in mind, I have lowered the price to $5,000 firm. Don't bother wasting my time with offers. If the car doesn't sell, I will eventually convert it to a Chevy. I wouldn't do that. Needs complete restoration, but a good candidate to restore or customize. Most of the interior and chrome is missing. Underhood is complete. Currently not getting fire, but engine spins freely with ignition switch. That's a lot to consider. I don't know that I would convert it to a 55 Chevy unless you can get a trim tag for it easier. As I said in some of my older videos, you can get a trim tag to say just about anything if you're willing to go that route. Anyway, we'll move on to something else. That was, let's see, 55 Ford F100. There's that 55 Chevy 42. We'll look at this real quick. This 55 Ford, just for giggles. This video's getting long. I need to end it. 55 Ford, 8-cylinder, black, clean title. That's a plus. Okay. We'll look at the pictures real quick. I'll point them out to you. I like 55 Ford trucks too, so. My favorite Ford truck is a 56. In case anybody's interested, I don't figure you was. But as I said, I like all vehicles from the 50s. That's the vehicles I grew up with. And okay, it says rebuilt 292 with 3-speed manual transmission with column shift. That's good. New dual exhaust, clutch, pressure plate. Tires and wheels are new. New tailgate, grille, front and rear bumpers. Several new chrome trim pieces. Clean inside and out. Runs and drives well. So if you're interested in this, go to Atlanta. Type in 55 Ford F100. Or that's where it seems to be, that Atlanta. But you know what? I'm just saying, a 55 Chevy truck is going to go a whole lot more than what I believe they're asking for this. So 17.5, I think it would. So but that's a good looking truck, and it has a lot of potential there to, I mean, you could lower it and put different wheels and stuff on it if you were so inclined. If it was mine, it's got, I don't know if you can see in the picture, it's got the chrome smoothie wheels on it with the baby moon hubcap. I would put some, y'all know how I am, I'd put some torque thrust wheels on it and lower it down, maybe jazz it up just a little bit. That paint looks good, but it needs something. I'm not sure what, in my opinion. But it is a good looking truck. I'd love to have it. I don't mean to knock somebody else's stuff, because I have stuff that people tell me stuff all the time I should be doing. 55 Chevy, I'm not looking at 75,000. Nope, 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 nope. Well, guys, I think that's just about it. I hope that you, I just went to Chattanooga and Knoxville today. This video is getting really long, and I don't mean for it to be that long. So I guess I'm going to ask you the same old question I always ask. Dollar for dollar, whatever, which one would you pick? There's lots to choose from, but you got to have deep pockets. Speaking for myself, I mean, some people it doesn't, you know, this kind of stuff is chump change, but to me, it's lots of money. So, oh, and if you was to be interested in this 55 Chevy truck that belongs to Charlie, I'm telling you, this guy's as honest as the day is long. He'll tell you everything about it, and he is a perfectionist. Oh, my goodness. If there's something the least little bit, he's got to get it fixed. I'm just telling you, I've known him for years, and I know how he is. So if he says this truck's good, perfect, whatever, you can bank that it is. So there's another plug for Charlie, because I know him personally. I know he wouldn't steer you wrong. But anyway, let me know which you would pick. The Ford, Chevys, whatever. Or if it's like me, just out of your price range. Appreciate y'all watching. Let me know if you like to go on Craigslist little journeys with me in Chattanooga, Knoxville, and sometimes Atlanta. Let me know if you like these top videos, is what I'm trying to say. Hope y'all's having a great day. God bless each and every one of y'all. Hope y'all staying safe. I had a good time visiting with you, and I hope to see you again on Primer Is Best or Chevy Trucks. Don't forget I'm on Instagram. Primer Is Best, all one word. Y'all have a great day. God bless each and every one of y'all, and I thank you for watching the video. Catch you in the next one. See you later.